Hi, everybody.
What up?
Gomer's favorite things 2022
Oh, baby.
on the main feed.
Uh-huh.
Back to the main feed. All right, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, click. 1, 2, 3, clap.
1, 2, 3, clap.
Clap.
Great. You're listening to Overcoming Runner's Block, a two Gomers podcast about regular people chasing big goals, facing their excuses and barriers, and inviting a nation along for the run. This is our second 2022 Christmas special. Gomer's favorite things for December 23rd, 2022.
Welcome, everybody, to Gomer's Favorite Things 2022 edition. This is Anthony speaking, one of those two aforementioned Gomers, coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia, with my friend Steven, all the way out in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Because of this throat nodule stuff, I've basically lost my head voice.
Oh.
And so that was really hard to do.
Oh,
Gomer's
man,
favorite thing. Like it's gone.
Painful. Wow.
We're not there yet, but it's going to be painful tonight. Usually around 4 p.m. It's bad. Merry Christmas, everybody. Sorry to start with such a downer.
Wow.
Oh, well, it's part of the, sometimes
talk about that. We are on a special episode on the Patreon. We talk all through it, right? About your doctor.
Well, we announced it on the last episode on the main feed.
Yep.
And then for 13.1ers, lots of incentives to get on the Patreon this month. Yep. For 13.1ers, I revealed the date of when the surgery is. Let's keep that a secret for now.
Yep, sounds good.
So people see, this is our little trick for people to pay more money to us on Patreon to find out what date I'm getting throat surgery. What an incentive.
Oh, man.
But that's out there on the Patreon. Other stuff happening on the Patreon right now. Well, it's too late now, but we did have a Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
So fun. And we released a bunch of actual extras this month. So that's patreon.com/2gomers. You can hear the audio and see the video of the Christmas party if you're a Patreon, didn't make it.
Totally.
It's all there. Wow.
Was it fun?
Future Steven, was it fun? I don't want to have to edit that in. I'm sure it was fun. It's always so fun.
I'm super looking forward to it. It's a Friday night this time, right?
Yeah. It's Friday night and the mood is right.
Yeah.
Gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF. And then Full House comes on, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, and some fourth thing that rotates step by step.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I freaking love TGIF. And that was the theme song.
Yep.
Okay, but this is, when is this? I just said the date. It's December 23rd it releases.
Wow. So anybody that's listening to this, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We put the Gomer's Favorite Things last year on the Patreon behind the paywall.
Yep.
Oh boy, what outrage happened then. Just kidding. Nobody said anything about it, but I did want to get it back on the main feed.
Yeah, but that if you're not a Patreon, you do want to go back. You want to subscribe and go back to that one because I listened to that this morning, dude, just in preparation for this.
Bonkers.
And I don't know what happened on that episode. We cannot redo that. Like
something was in the water. It's a great app.
I know. Like we are laughing so hard. I'm sure there will be laughing on here for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened.
We should try to do the episode no laughing.
Oh yeah.
All right, Gomer's Favorite Things. Here we go. Just as an experimental thing.
It'll sound like that. Just glottal fry. Like, this is what I like.
I mean,
favorite things.
Yeah, 3/4 of the podcasts that are out there sound like that. I do not want to be like that. We are going to be us, and we're going to laugh, and it's on the main feed. Overcoming Runner's Block. If you've just joined us since we become Runner's Block, Overcoming Runner's Block, maybe you haven't heard a Gomer's Favorite Thing episodes.
Uh-huh.
Basically, this is us ripping off Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we vacillate back and forth on whether um one words is a Oprah thing, but Gomer's favorite things is a straight up rip off of
Oh,
Oprah.
100%. And you're not going to walk away with anything except laughs and maybe some inspiration.
You're not
But
going to
if
get
you
a single
go
truffle infused candle.
remember like the hottest ticket in town after a home improvement taping
Hmm.
was the an episode of Oprah's favorite things.
Was
Like,
it? I don't remember.
dude, that's the hottest ticket in town. You're going to walk away with everything that she
Oh,
says.
I see. I thought you meant right after Home Improvement, they aired the
Oh,
Oprah
no, no, no.
Gomer's, the Oprah's favorite things. Like it was after that. I was like,
No,
wow.
if you could get one ticket to something, you want it to be the
Yep.
taping of Oprah's favorite things.
Oh, that would be amazing. You
Because
could get because that one year you got a car.
I know.
Wow. But I don't think she did probably didn't do cars. That's the you've got a car, you've got a car, you've got a car thing, right? I don't think she
Yes.
ever did that again.
Nope. Just that one time. Probably because of the taxes.
Yep.
Like,
Right. Everybody went home and they're like, I have to pay how much for this actually?
I know. Can I just get the cash? Like, remember that on price on Partner to Prices Right?
Yeah.
Like the taxes were more than the prizes.
Right. Okay, I'm actually on Oprah's favorite things 2022 site.
Oh, anything good? Oh,
They have
yeah.
done
What
something
is that on?
different this year.
Is that on Amazon? Didn't they do it like on Amazon last
Oh,
time?
certainly. Oh, presented by Amazon. It says in the top right corner here.
Right, because I mean, it's so genius, right?
Yep.
Like, because like then you just look right next to it and you click buy now.
Well, so here I'm going through Oprah's website.
Okay,
I'm a
I'm looking at
purist, you know.
yeah, I'm
So
on Oprah as well. I
okay,
clicked on gifts for him, but should I
okay,
click because that's us, right? Maybe I should click gifts for her.
yeah. Click gifts for her. I'm on kitchen now.
Oh,
There's something different she's done this year. Did you
okay.
notice? You can't see the price right away. You have to click
Wow.
check price.
Yup, you're so right, dude.
Uh, Come on, Oprah. We know why you're doing that because these things are all ridiculous. So I'm just going
I
to look at these.
want a Tory Burch Apple Watch band. That's what I want.
Okay, that doesn't have the price, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's
You
guess. What is a
okay?
Tory Birch? Is
Great
this
idea.
in for him?
Okay, Tory Burch. This was under gifts for her. Okay, so Tory Burch. This is not sponsored. It does look really cool.
Okay.
I would guess $200.
Okay, that was going to be my guess. I'll go 201. Price is right rules.
201. Okay. I'll check price at partner to Nordstrom's because
Okay.
they have a great return. Oh, it's regularly $115 on
Okay.
sale for $80. Oh.
Okay. We guessed high there because
Yep.
that's probably the right way to go. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm under food gifts.
Okay.
A truffle starter pack. It's
Okay.
truffle. It's called truff. It's truffle hot sauce.
Oh.
There are three
Okay.
in this little box. They look very fancy. How
Okay.
much are you going to guess on the truffle hot sauce?
Truffle hot sauce. So is it a jar of hot sauce?
Three little jars of
Three
hot
little jars
sauce.
of hot sauce. This is
Yep.
like hot ones. Like they're inspired by hot ones.
Totally.
Um,
That is right. It's the trend right now is hot sauce. And so that's going to be on Oprah's favorite things.
okay. It's like it's a mashup of hot sauce and truffle. It's like the nexus of the food
Yes,
trend universe.
definitely. She did
Okay.
it.
Forty
Okay.
nine ninety
It looks
nine.
like
Oh,
three 6-ounce bottles of truffle hot sauce. He said
okay.
49.99.
No, no,
That's
no.
a
More like 30 bucks. 30 bucks. 30 bucks.
okay. You were closer the first time. 59.99
Oh
for
man,
three 6-ounce bottles of hot
twenty
sauce.
dollars each. You have you heard the theory behind why hot sauce is so big now?
No, why?
Because it's like as we get older, your taste buds get like less and less sensitive.
Okay.
So we just need more things to sting our mouth with flavor because we're just and so like our generation like loves this crap and so we need
Sure.
more and more just to just to stimulate those buds.
Yeah, if I can't stimulate my taste buds, then I need to be in pain at least.
Yes.
I need to feel something in my old age. Nothing's working quite right.
Getting into
Okay.
some trouble.
So just like Oprah, we
Yep.
come once a year
Yep.
to our listenership.
Mm-hmm.
We each bring a list of Gomer's favorite things, things that we discovered or have enjoyed from the past year. Now, I'm also realizing usually we put this out in time for people to be like, oh, that should be on my wish list.
Oh man, shoot.
But I forgot about that part. Christmas
Sorry.
Adam, we call it the 23rd. Christmas
Right.
Eve is the 24th, and then Christmas Adam. I don't think we made that up either. That might be an Oprah thing also. Um,
Is that was funny. I've never heard that before.
I mean, I can tell it was funny because you said that was funny instead of laughing at it.
Oh man. Well, just like happened 2 years ago when we looked on Oprah's thing.
Yeah.
Oprah's. I'm scrolling while we're talking. I
Okay.
wasn't
No more
even
scrolling.
listening.
Put away the scroll. Now
Sorry.
this is us. It's all about the Gomers
Okay.
and all about our favorite things.
Okay.
So,
Now, once
do you have a
again, does
do you have something to
Oprah?
crack? You got a liquid to crack before we
Oh,
do this?
oh. See, dang it. I don't.
Such a unique episode. There's no liquid. Just forget
I
it.
know. There's no liquid. I've got my water bottle. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yeah. You know, honestly,
Gomer's
that was nice
favorite
to just.
things.
Oh, this is Gomer's favorite things. I've got my water bottle from Camelback.
So Camelback, I've got what do I? I've got a what's a Hydro Flask going here.
All right, nice. And look what I've got here, dude.
Show
Look
me.
what I've got here.
Oh wow, the adult Happy Meal toy, birdie with four eyes for some reason.
Uh huh.
Hmm,
Yeah,
there you go. Do you see this golden McDonald's ticket you can get?
I did, dude. McDonald's for life. I mean, I can't tell you how many people probably thought about you, right? How many
And
people
I'm not
thought of
quite sure how to
Steven?
take that, but I'll take it as a compliment. People know
Yeah,
me.
you should have that.
Did you read the fine print? I think it's 2 meals a week
Oh, that stinks.
for life.
What?
In some ways, it stinks. In other ways, that's probably okay.
Yeah, that's actually probably it's probably better for the winner.
I agree.
That was actually probably a good thing. You're right.
Yep. Two meals a week for 50 years or until you die.
Okay. Dang.
So, uh, I mean, I would uh, probably like, I don't know what I would do. I'd run through the streets screaming and shouting, even with this nodule. I'd be so happy.
Even with you, if it was during your silent period, you'd still scream.
Yeah, I'm recovering. Oh, that would be bad if the winner was
Oh,
announced during my recovery
oh
and I
no.
won. Oh no, I
Okay,
wouldn't be
yeah.
able to tell anybody. I'd text all in caps to everyone. Okay,
Okay.
so do you want to just go back and forth? We did this last year. We went back and forth
Sure.
through our list of favorite things. Uh, just like we say every year, this is just an opportunity for us to say things that we like.
Things that we like or have learned, I think.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or have sometimes just have nearby. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I like that. I'll talk
I
about it on
like
the
this.
podcast.
Mm-hmm. I could
Yep.
start with a really dumb one.
Start it with a really dumb one. I like that idea.
Okay, dude. Okay. First favorite thing, food related.
Okay. I'll get my food related ones ready.
Okay. So we talked about this summer.
Uh huh.
You know, Aaron and I are in charge of the vending. What is it? What's it called? Dang it! Oh,
Oh, at the,
concessions. Sorry.
yeah, concessions at the swim meet,
Yep.
which I got so
And
jealous about. I signed up for that uh,
right.
at Jack's cross country meets. I did concessions too because I was getting major FOMO.
Yep. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And one of the things they have, and it is so reminiscent of college, where we'd go to the Ratskeller,
Yep.
which is German for like cellar. I don't know.
Ratskeller.
Weird.
What's the Rats part?
Rathskeller. I don't know. Maybe it's a name of a cellar. Of a place to gather and drink beer and eat
Ratskeller
pretzels.
is a name in German speaking countries for a bar or restaurant located in the basement. That's what I thought. The
Okay.
Rathaus of a city hall. That's Rathaus. So
Oh, okay.
Rat is from the basement of the city hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So we
Wow.
gather there, and you just piles of cheeseburgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And always in this like soft foil wrapper.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That soft foil wrapper,
Yep. I do.
and
It makes it great.
like it's the best way to wrap a sandwich is in soft foil. Now you can also get butcher paper or like parchment or other cool ways like delis. Some delis do that in their sandwiches, like paper and like
Parchment, like
scotch tape.
it's almost look like a cardboard color
Mm-hmm.
wrapped up in like a sandwich wrapped up in that or something like that. That's fun.
Yes, but for years I've been trying to do that at home.
Mm-hmm.
But you use like tinfoil. You like make a sandwich and wrap it in tinfoil. Too
Yep.
hard. Like
Yes.
homemade
Okay.
tinfoil's way too. But it just doesn't feel like the concession stand or like the Rat's color.
So is it the fact that you have to do it, or is it the particular kind of foil?
It's the kind of foil. So
Okay.
like think also about like Chipotle, how they wrap their burritos in that soft
Okay. Got
foil,
it.
right?
I'm understanding now. Yeah.
Now McDonald's does the perfect paper wrap, right?
I like the paper wrap there. Yep.
Pretty like just a bag full of cheeseburgers.
Mm, heaven.
Totally. Just that it's like perfect weight, you know?
So wait, are you saying you found this foil
Yeah, yeah. So I got these little soft foils and
individual? Like,
I got them on Amazon. I looked up the kind that we had for the
yeah,
concessions, just like little soft foil individual.
I see like little sheets of foil. You're not tearing
Yes.
anything. These are
That's
little
it.
squares of foil. Okay.
Little foil squares.
Wow.
And
Okay.
dude, they're like I don't care if you make a grilled cheese sandwich at home or make like a patty melt or a cheeseburger
Yeah.
and eat it right away. Just get these and wrap
Uh-huh.
it in that and then open it. And it's so much more fun. You feel like you're at a restaurant or something
Is it,
like that.
and so what's the brand?
It's downstairs, dude. Uh, look up on Amazon like soft foil wraps.
Soft soft foil wraps. If I get something here, I'm going to be really surprised. There's there's a lot. I'm never going to figure out what this is.
Ooh, there's
They
hot
all
dog
look
ones
great.
you could buy.
Insulated foil sandwich wrap sheets, pack of
Sandwich wrap.
500.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. What I'm seeing for a brand name is called Choice.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Dude, seriously, the kind we have that we
Uh-huh.
got from Amazon, the
Yep.
box looks like it has been at a restaurant for about a decade.
Okay. That's great.
It's like
I'm
kind of worn out, but it was sealed.
yeah,
Like maybe it was like a restaurant just selling off their stuff.
it could be. I mean, I doubt that if you can buy it new on Amazon. But this looks so great. I am adding to wish list. Now, the benefit for me in all this, hearing your
Mm-hmm.
favorite things is my birthday is in 3 weeks.
Right.
So I can still put things on my wish list and people can see it. Foils,
It's just
insulated foil sandwich wrap sheets, 10 by 3/4 by
that's it.
14, pack of 500.
That's it. It's just
Wow.
fun. It makes your
Yeah,
homemade sandwich feel like you got it at a restaurant.
I love it. That's great.
Love it. Yep.
Okay. Sandwich wrap, foil sheets. Great. Let me
Perfect.
let me stick with in the food category. Now, this is no let me go back to hot sauces.
Okay.
Is that okay? This is no
Yep.
truffle. I'm not paying $60 for this hot sauce I'm about to tell you about. But this
Mm-hmm.
was my hot sauce of the year. Ready for this?
Oh
I
wow.
also have all these visually. Not all, but I have it. So this is
Oh.
Cholula, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Green pepper Cholula
Mm. Yep.
is the best tasting hot sauce, budget hot sauce, I should say, on the
Yeah.
market right now. If I'm in a restaurant and they have this, I feel like I struck gold.
Yeah.
So almost always in a restaurant, I ask for hot sauce
Yep.
because I like hot sauce, but also out of curiosity, what kind of hot sauce they got back there.
Yeah.
And so they'll bring out the Crystal, or they'll bring out even sometimes Frank's or stuff like that, Tabasco. If they bring out a Cholula, green pepper,
Yeah.
woo! Oh man, that sounded really
Oh,
bad.
dude, your poor
Sounded
voice.
terrible. My
Oh
normal
no.
noises. My
Oh
normal
man.
noises.
Oh no.
Anyways, hot sauce of the year for me. Thank you to Cause for the tip. Green pepper Cholula.
Oh, I love
Um,
that.
do you have other food stuff? I have one more food item.
Do I have any other food on my list? No, I don't.
Okay.
Nope.
Now we talked about this yesterday, and you got upset with me
Yep.
because last year was the year of oat milk for me.
Right.
2021, I should say, year of oat milk.
Yep.
Big deal
Chobani
for
extra
me.
creamy.
Chobani plain extra creamy.
Right.
I still love Chobani plain extra creamy. So I don't want you to feel offended that I'm bringing another milk into the mix here.
Okay.
But this is the kind of grocery shopper I am.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and me both. You see something new and you're like, put it in my cart.
Right.
I'll try that.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this on the cereal episode.
Every new one that comes, you got to try it. Totally.
Yeah. Cereal is kind of the case in point here, but also because I'm off dairy, I have not had a glass of cow milk straight probably for
Uh-huh.
3 years at this point.
Wow. Yeah.
Just off. I just can't do dairy. Pizza's rough, but I still do it. Other things like that. I'm on lactate ice cream, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
They figured that out. Oat milk ice cream, not great. But I'm shopping at the what is the milk I guess it's the dairy aisle.
The dairy aisle.
And I've always got my eye open for what's the latest in milk.
Yeah. New milk trends, new non-dairy milk trends.
What's white and creamy? Show me what it is. Okay. So here's what I found. I'll show it to you.
Oh.
Have you seen this? It's called Not Milk.
I have seen that.
Okay. Plant-based. Don't turn off on me, nation. I know that's something that people do not like to hear, but oat milk is plant-based, right? Oats are plants.
Totally.
Not milk is just it's like scientifically created to try to taste the most like milk.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And guess what?
Yeah.
It worked.
Uh,
See,
okay.
this is now, can I just say too, this year I was called a cynic on the podcast.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I am the opposite of a cynic. I'm a critic because I try things and then I make decisions about them.
Got it.
When I see Not Milk on the shelf, I want it to be good.
Sure.
I am the least cynical person.
Yep.
Just so everybody knows, I'm the least cynical person in the world. I want to like every movie.
Yeah.
I don't see a preview and say stupid.
Right. Like you don't.
I
go
see a
in being
preview and I
like,
say
hope
that might
yeah.
be the best movie I've ever seen. I'm gonna go see it.
Right. Got it. Got it.
When the world
Okay,
saw
I
Avatar 2 preview and started trash talking, and I was like, probably gonna be amazing.
Yep.
James Cameron, what do I have to be cynical about?
Yep.
So when I see Not Milk on that shelf and they say plant-based milk that actually tastes like milk, I'm like, I believe you, and I'm gonna try it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the key ingredient. Get ready for this that I think makes this work.
Oh boy.
Because they have all the ingredients on the back. And I was like, what is this? What is it? It's working for me. And I look on the back of the box. Pineapple juice concentrate.
Oh.
Adds something that oat milk doesn't, which is a slightly sour taste that milk has. And so if you're drinking 2% right out of the cow, I know it's not right out of the cow. Yeah. There is a hint of sourness that milk provides that I don't think oat milk gets right. Now I still have a carton, like I said, of Chobani Extra Creamy in my because it tastes so friggin' good on cereal, especially.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
Um, but a glass of milk for me, not milk. The scientists did it in whatever lab they're in, and it is really working for me.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So maybe it's the because like there's this whole like genetically engineered meat or like
Mm-hmm.
meat that's not meat, but they
Mm-hmm.
like did a
Yep.
million things to make it
Yeah.
actually meat. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like isn't
So let me throw in a bonus then. I've
okay.
been trying to I've been trying to eat way less beef.
Okay, love it. Us too, but we just don't eat
And so
beef now.
because of that, when I'm in the grocery, I've always got my eye out.
You got your eye out for the not for the Beyond product sort of thing.
So you can miss me with Beyond. I don't like Beyond.
Okay.
Impossible though.
Oh, Impossible. Okay,
I
sorry. I'm getting
really
my
like no, I mean Beyond is the other big one. I would say Beyond and Impossible are the two ones that are battling right now for the space. McDonald's is dragging its feet. Get a meatless burger, McDonald's.
yeah,
You'd make $1 billion more.
totally.
Impossible Burger is good. The best execution of the Impossible Burger is the Impossible Whopper.
Oh, it's good.
You can't tell the difference.
What is that? Wasn't there an SNL sketch about that?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Was it pro
There
Impossible or not?
it was like, "Are you sure this isn't meat?" And like they're like, "Yeah, it really isn't." Like
But it is in the skit. I mean,
no, like
they could be pulling a fast one on me. I think the best execution of an Impossible Burger is that Impossible Whopper. Same price. That Burger King app, there's always a deal on it because
yeah,
they're trying to get people to try it, and it is good.
good. No, okay, so I totally like environmentally, I
Mm-hmm.
think all that stuff I think is it's a great idea.
Yep.
So like I guess my solution is just don't eat a burger then. Cuz like I don't know what it is. So like I want the environment I care about the environment
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Me too.
Clearly duh. Okay, sorry. There's no but. That's true. But I
But I
also have
hate
this
cows, so I
no, no,
want to eat
no,
them.
but no, but I also have this thing of like wanting to be as like whole and like close to the ingredient as possible
Sure. I
as
see
like
that.
so this is what I mean. It's like you did a billion scientific chemistry things to make to make a chemical that tastes like meat. So now you're
Yep.
not eating meat, you're eating a chemical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I'm just like, well then just I'm just like, well then just don't eat the meat.
Right.
Eat
So
something else.
my problem is dairy, anything cow related hurts my tum tum.
Dang.
Ouch, I say after I drink milk or eat beef. But
Totally.
I love the taste of milk and beef.
Totally.
And so if a
I
scientist
see.
is in a lab creating something for me where I can still taste a Whopper,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it.
I'm not no further questions, Your Honor. I'm buying that Impossible Whopper over the beef
100%.
Whopper when I go in
I get
there
it.
because I know my stomach's and it has to be no cheese, unfortunately, because they haven't gotten cheese right. Maybe
They have not.
2023 will be the cheese year, but
Yeah, not cheese. That'll probably
I
be next.
I wonder if there's not cheese. I might try
Yeah,
that. Well, obviously, I would definitely try that.
of course. But I guess you know what I'm saying. It's
Yep,
like so much less close to the whole food
definitely.
is what
The
I mean.
single
So I'm just like,
ingredient
if I'm
whole
going to
food.
reduce beef, but I don't have the issues you're having.
Right.
So if I and we've reduced, we've committed to it no more than once a week,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes no more than once a month.
Yeah.
And then when we do it, we enjoy it and we get grass fed, high quality, all that
Yep.
stuff. And I know there's people that have an issue still with that. I know. Uh,
I'm
so
not making any ethical judgments at all. My stomach hurts,
I know
period.
that.
And so that's
I
why
know.
this is on my this is on my favorite things list because I want to be able to sleep at night and taste cereal.
Yep, I got you. So
and
I will
taste
totally try
hamburgers.
the. Now, does the impossible does it? So it doesn't create any gaseous anomalies.
Not in me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Because when we've done vegan stuff for a long time,
I
or
hear you.
done stuff like
Yes.
that, like tempeh
Yep.
and things like that, it was just like, oh, my stomach's bubbling.
Yeah, and
You know,
you have
like,
to try it. That's why I love trying out these new things. You
yep,
try it, you pay attention, know thyself. The taste is an issue, stomach pain is an issue. And so
yep,
I feel like in my 40s has been kind of this journey of figuring out what I can eat and still be happy.
got it. Lord have
And
mercy.
not milk has helped me a lot this year.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay,
What do you
sorry
got
if I
next?
sounded cynical, bro. I friggin' love it. I'll try not milk.
You don't have to try any of the stuff, Anthony or Nation. It's just there it is. And I also like the design. Look at that. Clean.
It looks
It's got a
like they
cow with
canceled cows.
a big line through a cow. Listen, I love that.
Yeah, that is a very cool packaging. Very
Yep.
clean. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I totally agree. Okay, remind me, did I cuz I listened back, have I ever talked about phone in the other room officially and alarm clocks
I mean, we've talked
officially?
about that a lot. I don't know if we've ever talked about it on Gomer's favorite things.
Okay, forgive me, Nation. I listened back as much as I could to previous Gomer's favorite things, and I don't remember mentioning this, but I
Sure.
need to make this official.
Yep.
So I made a commitment this year of less phone, specifically
Mm.
at night,
Mm-hmm.
specifically in the boudoir.
No phone in bed. Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
and done pretty darn good. I'm
Sweet.
not gonna toot my own horn, but I figured out, how to turn apps off at 8 p.m. automatically,
Love it.
which we all know you just like click two buttons and there you are. I mean, because the problem is
Yeah.
I'll get a work thing, I'll get a
Yeah.
text like from our thread,
Mm-hmm.
like I can't figure out how some people to make them my favorites, like our delivery boys catalyst thread.
A thread is tricky to make to put on your
A
favorites for sure.
There's always one person in a thread,
Yep.
and like I'll go in and I'll favorite everybody, and I'll, it's like
Mm-hmm.
all five of you guys are my favorites,
Yeah.
and yet the thread doesn't come through.
No. Yeah, that's annoying. But honestly, it's then just block it. Who cares? Like I would say for sanity's sake, Chad's McDonald's questions can wait for the till the
Can wait for the
morning.
totally, or like a silly thing we're talking about sneakers, or
Right.
yeah, like Marvel chat or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, but sometimes it's 9:02 and I see I
Mm-hmm.
have 28 texts in the delivery
Yeah.
boys catalyst thread, and I'm like, well, what's that? Oh man, you know.
Just let me give you a spoiler. You're not missing anything on that thread.
And we love those dudes and they're listening.
There
But
is absolutely nothing that pictures of Krause's pizza need your attention for until the next morning.
right, and feet, right? Like his feet
Yeah,
were
he's
in that
making a
for
pizza and you can mostly just can't look away from his feet.
yeah.
That's probably
uh,
very confusing to people that didn't see this text. He's taking the picture down from his table, making a pizza, and he has bare feet. And that's all anybody can talk about after those pictures. That can
right,
wait till the morning. You know what I mean? Like, shut off
totally.
those apps,
No,
says I.
for sure. And oftentimes I'm disciplined enough to do that because I've
Yeah.
actually put my phone completely away. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like you forget to set your morning alarm or whatever.
Right.
Anyways, all that to be said, I did take the advice that we've been talking about for a long time of getting a alarm clock. I've used it for I
Mm.
mean, probably a couple years now, but just wanted to put it on my absolute Gomer's favorite things. And to mention, if people haven't done this, get yourself an old school alarm clock. Don't
That's
use
all
your
it
phone.
does is tells the time and has an alarm on it. Yep.
Totally. Don't use your phone as your alarm clock.
Mm-mm.
Put it in another room to charge.
Mm-hmm.
And so forget even the blockings of apps. Put your phone
Right.
in another room to charge. Don't use it as an alarm clock, and don't use it as the first thing you look at in the morning.
God forbid.
Yep,
That sucks.
totally. That
I mean,
so
I'm the chief of sinners.
Yep,
I'm not
we've all.
saying that because I don't do it. I'm saying it because too often I do.
Yep. But every time I fully follow that
Mm-hmm.
atomic habit to the letter
Yeah.
is a better day.
You can't argue with the facts, right? With
Yep.
the the out the outcome of this.
Yeah, like when you don't reach for that first dopamine hit. Remember we
Yep.
talked about that. Like
Mm-hmm.
your first dopamine hit, did I get likes? Do I have any cool
Yep.
emails?
Mm-hmm.
Anything cool to check out?
Yep. Yeah, your first dopamine hit should be that was a peaceful morning,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, first dopamine hit, a verse of scripture
Yep.
or a chapter of scripture,
Mm-hmm.
coffee,
Yep.
getting the girls out the house,
Yep.
making them breakfast sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
then going for a walk or a run,
Yep.
and that's when your phone is engaged
Yes.
because you do pray as you go app. Like
Yep.
that's a
So
perfect day to me.
exactly. That's the first app that I'm on. And so
Yep.
dopamine hit number one for me is dog
Yes.
outside, fresh
Feet
air, walk.
moving.
Yep.
Love it.
That list. There we are. Gomer's favorite things. I think we listed them all.
Yay,
Feet.
sweet. So get yourself an alarm clock, people.
Okay.
And
That's
just
awesome.
not preaching, just speaking from experience, it really has been amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. What you said that your day is better
Mm-hmm.
when you don't see your phone as the first thing.
Yes.
Get
Oh,
it
there's
out of there.
Chewy.
Yep.
I
There he
see
is
Chewy.
wagging his tail. Oh boy, he's getting
Oh,
old. Chewy, one of my
oh,
favorite things. Enjoying
yeah.
every minute with him until he inevitably dies
Oh,
pretty soon. Sorry, Chewy. Didn't hear
oh.
that. Um, can I? You said something about the phone that you don't like, which is basically everything. I feel the same way. Can I say something
Yep.
about the phone that I do like lately?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
New in 2022, the edit function on texts is
Wow.
one of my
Okay.
favorite things this year.
Okay.
As the person that I am, if you've been listening long enough, you know the person that I am. I like my text to have correct spelling,
Yep.
to say the things that I want them to say. And up until now, it's that little star, and then
Yep.
you have to correct the spelling.
All the time, especially when we talk to text,
Yep,
which I do all the time.
which I never do, but I still make a lot of mistakes.
Yep.
So, and you're like, oh, and then you're just like, now they're gonna not only see that I made a mistake, but that I saw I made a mistake and I have to correct it, and it's just a brouhaha. It sucks.
Yep.
No more. Now I can just
Yep.
click edit. I can correct a spelling. I can put a comma in that needed to be in there to make my text clear. I can, if God forbid, I accidentally say the word literally in a text, I can delete it. It's really improved my life this year. Thank you, ghost of Steve Jobs, for putting an edit button on my texts. I love it.
Love it, dude. What about the huge font of the clock on the phone?
Um, well, let me see how huge your font is. Yeah,
Can you
it's about mine.
can you even see that?
I can't, but that's yours is pretty huge. Do you
See, it's
mess with the
huge.
font at all on your phone? I messed with my lock screen. I probably
Okay.
I probably made it a little bit, but it is definitely changed.
Yep.
Boy, oh
So the
boy, that's a
new
huge font.
yeah, the new operating system, the clock is huge.
Yep, which is good. I like a huge clock.
Okay,
Thanks for that
cool.
too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I've got more stuff.
Oh gosh, I've got a bunch more. Okay. Let's transition to in the house.
Great. In the house.
Okay, so this year, starting about this time last year, maybe even the summer of last year, so this has been like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been all about just plants, house plants.
House plants. Music to my ears. Tell me more.
Yeah, so when we kind of redid our living room and started, doing house fixes and getting new furniture over the last few
Uh-huh.
years, one of the things like a person that was helping us buy some stuff was like, and then you'll put a plant here and put a plant there. And
Yep.
we're like, what? Uh, and we've had plants over the years. We've had plants.
Did you have plants in your apartment in New York? I wonder. I'm trying to think
No,
back to that. Okay.
no.
All right.
No, now Erin, if she was here, okay, if she was here, she would say this. She says, "I kill plants." Like she's like, "I've never
Okay.
been a good plant person." She's like, "I don't have a green thumb."
All right.
Um,
Interesting.
I'm speaking literally what she would say. Oh, not
Yep.
what? Dang it! Right?
Yeah, well, this is
No.
fine. She would have said
Okay.
that. Sure.
She would have said that. So I'm not throwing her under the bus, and I'm
Right.
way no better. But we
Okay.
were like, let's get some like nice plants. So
Okay.
we got this cool tree. It's called a money tree, which we
Mm.
didn't know that was the name of it.
Okay. I'm gonna look
Um,
it up. I don't. I
we
don't
got
know
it
that either. Money
at
tree.
Home Depot. It's kind of like this three.
Oh, it's like a braided trunk.
Yeah, it's like a
Wow,
braided
that looks
trunk.
incredible.
Yeah, it's super cool. We got it at Home Depot for, I mean, not a lot,
Uh-huh.
and it's probably coming up on 2 years old now. I mean,
Okay.
it has spanned to the ceiling. Like we've had to prune it
Love.
multiple times. Um, Once it like had a really nice life, we got it a super nice pot.
Mm-hmm.
Like we
Pot's
got
important.
West Elm, we got this nice pot that's like super nice, and
Yep.
uh, talked to some people about how to make a tree thrive. I got a mini one for my desk,
Okay.
actually. Here,
Can you
here,
bring it over? Let's see.
hold on.
Money
I
tree.
have two leaves come off of it. But here's
Love it.
my little
That
mini
looks
money tree.
great. Yeah.
Sorry, two leaves fell off. They were like totally old,
I wonder
but
why
you
it's
can
called a
see
money tree. Do the leaves because of the leaves?
approved by Dave Ramsey. No, I don't know.
The
I
only
don't
tree
know.
approved by Dave Ramsey.
I don't know why.
Okay.
So we got that, and then we got some of these snake plants, like actually right behind there.
Yep.
You can see that guy.
I was gonna ask if
And
that's live. That's cool.
yep. So we got a couple of those,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just got like some peace lilies,
Okay.
which are like white flowers,
Yep.
that are just they're just nice.
Oh
And then
yeah.
we got this one plant for that goes over the mantle that just keeps growing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it like at a certain point it'll just flop down. It's probably a couple feet long now.
And do you ever make clippings of that and grow new ones?
Haven't done that yet.
Oh, that's cool. You can clip those, just put it in water, and they start growing again into a new plant.
Sweet. See, you guys got the green thumb. We're just learning. We're novices.
That's so fun. I love plants, bro. Jessica
I
too.
know.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's been really fun, and I think it's made Aaron feel super good to like have plants thrive, and it's you keep these things alive,
Mm-hmm.
and it just feels like I've always kind of bought Aaron flowers every couple
Mm-hmm.
weeks,
Yeah.
but they die after a week,
Yep.
and so just bringing some of nature inside. They smell good.
Look
Supposedly some
great.
of them are, yeah, they look good,
Mm-hmm.
and yep. So plants.
Yeah, that's awesome. The money tree, I looked it up. Believed to refer to a story of its origin in which a poor man prayed for money and found this plant, took it at home
Mm-hmm.
as an omen, and made money selling plants grown from its seeds. So it's I kind of like that
Oh,
story too.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
And
it's really
there's
beautiful.
obvious. It is. We love it. And there's, uh, you know, abiding in the vine,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Oh yeah.
trellises are
Mm-hmm.
just huge spiritual analogies for us too.
And so it's nice to just
So
have that physically around.
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
So that's been one of our favorite things for this year: house plants.
awesome. I'll stay in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call this category the right tool for the job.
Mm.
So
Okay.
2022 has been a disaster for us at
Mm-hmm.
our house. People know that have been listening on the main feed or the Patreon. You can't escape it. January 2022 is when our kitchen leaked and just destroyed it and two or three rooms around it. And so we had to gut our house.
Mm.
Like a third of our house is just gutted.
Jeez.
And, we're on a budget. And
Yep.
so a lot of things I just had to find out, can I do this
Right.
myself?
Yep.
And a big part of that was not trying to do things with the wrong tool,
Okay.
which I think I've done my whole life,
Yep.
where I'm like, I don't
Totally.
have that power tool. So I'll just use this other thing.
Sure, like you need to open a little thing for a kid, and you try to use like a dime or like
Great
a,
example.
a large screwdriver for like one of those little screws, and you're like jankily trying to fit, and it's like, yep, right,
Yep. And so we did a lot of flooring,
yeah,
and that's a new skill I learned this year. I'm so glad I know it. And then baseboards, right? Trim.
mm-hmm.
And so I'm putting up the trim and I'm like hammering the trim in with a little hammer, tiny hammers like Santa Claus 2,
Yep, yep,
and little nails, and trying to hold the nail and hammer these
yeah,
tiny nails
yep.
into the trim and keep the trim straight, and just so frustrated.
Oh, sure, yeah,
And I just had this like epiphany.
yeah.
Why don't I buy a nail gun?
Wow.
Go to Home Depot, bought a braid gun, like small nail gun. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Probably saved like a week of work
Wow.
and more than that in frustration. And I decided right then, if I need the right tool, I'm gonna buy the stupid tool.
Yes, Tim the Toolman Taylor.
More
Steven.
power.
Yeah. Yep.
So in this category is also a staple gun. I finally bought a staple gun. I can't tell you how many hours a staple gun has saved me. A
Wow.
powered staple gun.
Yeah.
Um, so there is and I would say YouTube has helped a ton to just learn new skills. And then
Yep.
the flip side of this coin is, if I think I've gotten better at realizing what I can't do.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just can't do it, plumbing stuff in particular, you just hire a person. So my other favorite thing is hiring the right guy
Okay.
or girl,
Yep.
but you either using the right tool or hiring the right person,
Yeah.
and how much frustration and effort and energy and money that has saved me this year.
Totally. I couldn't agree more. I actually, as I was listening back to last year, we talked about plumbing. Remember our new
Mm-hmm.
toilets?
Yep. Yes.
And like, it is one of those things that, or like we talked about our fireplaces last year too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just what a chimney sweep person can do
Yeah.
fixing stuff. It's like you could figure that stuff on YouTube, and by the 10th time you did it, be super good at it, and with all the
Yep.
right tools, or they could just come in and do it.
I think I've gotten pretty good at watching a YouTube video and a
Yep.
couple minutes in being able to identify,
Ah.
do I even need to waste my time watching
Yep.
this?
Sure.
Um, and so I think I have learned a lot, but I've also understood my own limits when it comes to
Yep.
some of these things. I'm really good at tearing things apart.
Yep.
I'm not good at making them look good again.
Okay.
And
Yep.
so I could tear out a wall right now. I could tear this wall out in 5 minutes. Putting it
Sure.
back in and getting the corners right and mudding and all that stuff, I'll never be able to do it. Got to hire
Yep.
a guy.
Or you could become an apprentice and do that for a living, but I
That's
don't think
true.
you're gonna. I don't. I don't. It's just like, yeah, not worth it.
Yep, the home repairman, kind of the layman.
Yep.
I think it's important for that person to know whether or not she or he can do it.
Yep.
It just saved a lot of time for me to go out and say, this is going to cost me money, this tool, but
Yep.
tiny hammers is not working for me.
Yes. Okay, that's a great two-sided favorite thing, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we talked about this on the pod earlier, but a friend of mine was telling me that they made a choice to hire somebody to like paint a bunch of their house,
Right.
and they were like, I could do this,
Mm-hmm.
but it will happen in 6 months, you know,
Or
and we'll
never.
feel bad until
Yep.
then.
Yeah.
And then when we actually do it, it probably won't even look that good.
Yep.
So just hire it. Sometimes just hire it.
Mm-hmm. And one thing that I like to do is, when we do hire a person, ask them what they're doing and how to do it.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
so I think I mentioned this on an episode. We realized a couple months into buying this house that we had no gutters.
Oh yeah,
Like,
like
oh,
what?
cool.
Wait,
And
what?
that felt like a thing I wasn't going to be able to figure out. So we hired a
Yep.
gutter guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then and we, for part of the house, the most necessary part, and I just watched what he was doing and asked him how to do it, and he told me. And then I was like, after they left, I was like, oh, we should have guttered that part too. And I just did that myself because I learned from the dude.
Nice.
So it is a
Okay.
two-sided coin. You can like figure things out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. What about if you get a flat tire on the side of the road? Do you change that or do you call AAA?
Change it.
Nice.
We're even changing our own oil at this point.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah. It's fun to learn new things for me. I don't know why. I like to, I know I'm never going to be like Tim the Toolman Taylor,
Right.
but like it's incredible what you can do yourself if you watch
Yep.
a YouTube video.
Yep. So I got a flat tire on my way to work a couple weeks ago.
Oh, right. You texted me that picture.
Yep. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I could probably figure this out, but it's cold and rainy.
I mean, the the temperature and environment has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Plus, I was on my way to work. Um, and so I
And it
called
was something you'd
AAA.
never done before. It sounds like you'd never put the spare on.
Never, yeah, never done that.
Okay.
Seen it done, but
Mm-hmm.
now that I saw the dude do it, now the thing is, my spare was flat too,
Yeah. Then you got to
because
call somebody.
it's like 11 years old. That
Yeah.
spare 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something we should do is like check on our spare every now and then.
I think you are supposed to check on your spare annually. I
Dang it.
don't, but I read that
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
luckily he could blow it up,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was great. But I mean, it's like super easy. It's like, oh, so you just like that one bolt is locked. There's like a locked bolt,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I actually knew where that was.
Yep.
And then you just take the other four off, and then you like jack it up, and you pull the tire off, and then you put a new tire on. It's super easy,
I love
with the
jacking it up.
exception of the vehicle could roll off that jack and then fall on the ground. And like,
Yeah, I don't think that that's likely to happen, but it could. Sure.
if it's not a perfectly level, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like if
true.
you're
Yeah,
stuck
there's
not
there's
level,
danger involved for sure if you're ever doing it
yeah,
yourself. I agree. That car could fall right on top of you and die.
yeah, that kind of stuff. I'm not joking. That kind of stuff actually kind of freaks me out.
Oh, okay.
Like
So that
jacking
that
up
may
a
be a
heavy
difference
car.
between you and me where I'm like, I don't know, knock that thing down. I'm sure it's
Yeah, I
okay.
know, but it's like, okay, dude, this is a difference between me and you because you've had a lot of injuries because of stuff like
Yeah, okay. Good point. I'll take that. I receive that.
that.
But
I
think of the
don't know.
dozens of dollars I've saved.
I know. No, I totally get it. You're like, what's the worst that could happen? The car would fall on me and I'd be dead. Go to heaven.
It's more like I think, man, nothing will happen. I don't
Yeah,
even go there. I'm
I
just
know.
like, no, it'll work out.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. I guess maybe I have a hyper awareness of like my hands and arms.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You know,
Your
and I'm
money
like,
makers.
dude, if I break my fingers, that would suck.
I
I don't
totally
know.
understand that for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that's it. Hire guys or
Okay.
girls
Yep.
or find the right tool. You can do it. That's what
Love
I'd
it.
say. Um,
Okay.
I've got a couple more things still.
Yep. I have two more things.
Great. Let's hear them. Or
Okay.
let's hear one.
Okay. First one. We'll close with my ultimate favorite, or one of
Okay.
my favorite.
Okay.
But something that's been special this year. Are you ready, dude?
Let's hear it.
Just how you're always in search of the new milk.
Hmm.
I'm always in search of things such as underwear.
Now, are you in search of that kind of thing for comfort's sake?
Oh, comfort.
Okay.
Totally.
It's not like what would Aaron like most?
Oh gosh. No, she doesn't give a rip about that. You could. I just don't know. I like. I. She would never be like ooh la la, like nice, nice
Nice
Fruit of the
underwear.
Loom.
Is that a brand new pair of Hanes I see?
Yeah, totally. Um,
You're
no,
right.
so
Never
like
happened. So you're not talking aesthetically. You're talking about
no,
like you're finding that fit. You're finding
yep,
the
yeah,
comfort.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Because
I'm all ears.
yeah, you and I have been discussing underwear for years, as we do. And if this kind of thing makes people uncomfortable, skip ahead just a couple minutes. Um, but so
I
with
mean, we've
underwear,
even discussed like yes or no when it comes to
Right.
underwear. I mean, I had
Totally.
that decade of my life where I didn't wear underwear.
Uh-huh. You were free balling it for 10 years, right?
Yep. It was one of the best 10 years of my life. I was missing it the other day.
Yeah.
Probably for some of the reasons you're about to describe about a bad pair of underwear, what a bad pair of underwear can
Right.
do.
Yeah, so like, in college we were like boxers, right? Didn't we? Didn't all like I'm talking about the royal we, like all like us the thread we should have I should have asked this on the thread actually. I will after we record this. But like wasn't boxers kind of what was cool
Yeah, I
in
remember
general?
silk boxers in particular.
Oh geez. Sure. Too sloshy and slippy.
You don't
Um
need to be sloshing and slipping down there. Get rid
no.
of any silk that's happening down there.
No.
Also, because it's like not only sloshy and sleepy, but billowy.
Oh, so billowy.
What were
Now
we
in those
thinking?
but in those days our clothes were super baggy.
That's true. Yeah.
Right? So then
There was a
as
lot of space
clothes,
for it to billow.
sure, as clothes
Yeah.
got more form fitting and we
Mm-hmm.
cared about style a little bit more, it
Mm-hmm.
was just way too much material. So, I mean, I transitioned over to boxer briefs.
Yep.
Uh, is
So
this
far
coming
our
off
so
a
far
little
our
too
journeys
weird?
line up pretty well. Yep. Boxers
Okay.
then to boxer briefs.
Yep. And then we started running.
Mm-hmm. And that
So then
opens
we
up
were
a whole
like,
new world of the in the underwear discussion.
yep, looking
Yeah.
for stuff, specifically chafe control
Yep.
and but not billowiness, not flappiness. So then the debate is like a sort of boxer brief, like a wicking,
Yep.
or shorts with something built in.
Right.
And
Yep.
I've never been a huge fan of that. Just they are just not my favorite.
Yeah, and I'm so this is where we kind of diverge a little bit. I really like the right built-in underwear in a short for running.
Right.
I'm not going to wear that around, but for some
Right.
reason I've gotten a couple shorts that I think I've talked about in past years that
Yep.
actually the inserted underwear really works for me, and I like the one piece.
Yep. I like the simplicity of it
Mm-hmm. For
for
sure.
sure.
But
Those Sauconys,
it's got to work for you comfort wise too, or it doesn't even matter.
totally. Those
Yeah.
Saucony ones that we had were great
Yep.
for a while. Um, so then I started wearing like occasionally would wear those like running underwear, like
Mm-hmm.
just with jeans, but
Yeah.
I just felt weird. Like,
It's a little bit too tight, I think.
yeah, a little
It
too tight.
constricts a little bit too much to just
Yep,
wear those normally. Yeah.
yep. So I was jealous of you and just like you just don't wear them.
For a good
Um,
reason. It was wonderful.
yeah, I tried that and it was pretty amazing, but it's just I just don't. You want some sort of layer. I don't know.
Yeah, and obviously I'm back to underwear. It is for that reason you want to layer. Um,
Yep.
but there's just something special about the freedom in life that it brought.
Right. So I was doing
Okay.
some shopping,
Mm-hmm.
and dude, these are the best underwear I've ever found, and they work both for uh, with jeans,
Mm-hmm.
dress clothes. They're like somewhere between athletic and just boxer briefs, and
Okay.
they're kind of pricey. Okay, and
That's
this is
fine.
what I was gonna go have you pick up yesterday. And please don't judge me, everybody, for overpaying, but they are my favorite thing of the year on my person.
It sounds like it
Uh,
was worth it, whatever price you paid.
totally. Lululemon,
Uh-huh.
not just for the ladies anymore. I have like a manly friend a couple years ago was like, dude, I started getting some of this clothing and it's like super nice. It's totally overpriced, but it's really, really comfortable. So I'm not saying getting all your ensembles there. Okay, it's quite expensive.
Unless you want to. Do whatever you want with your life.
Oh
But
yeah,
you're in
totally.
particular getting, are they boxer briefs there?
Boxer briefs, but not the athletic kind because they're way too hard and crispy for me.
Okay.
But just like, so dude, I will send you a 3 pack.
Okay, great. I
But
will gladly receive them.
this
I'm
is
looking at them right now.
not towards Gomer gift exchange. This is just I loved these so much that I love them.
Well, that's really caring of you. It's not because it's a is obligation for Christmas. It's just because you love them and you love me, and I get to have them. It
Yep.
really means a lot. I'm looking at them right now. They look great.
Yeah. And so here's the thing: they're so like thin that they're almost like like a great medium between not wearing anything
Okay.
and like a boxer brief now feels like too much fabric to me.
I'm so into this, and I can't wait for them to arrive. And you're sending them to me for free, so I can't complain about that. They look great. So do these models. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if you put them on,
Lululemon
you're gonna look
models.
just like that, dude.
Wow. Okay. Sold.
And I cannot wait to see what I think Jessica is gonna go like. Ugh, I don't know.
No, she's a Lululemon fan. It is. You're right. It is overpriced. These are expensive, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sometimes you got to pay.
That's what we were
Sounds like
talking
you're
about.
paying for what you get here in this situation.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, if somebody can tell me, because I know, like, tons of people are like, Lululemon's overpriced. I totally get it. It's
Hmm.
so freaking nice and
Yeah.
comfortable and high quality that, like, I can't begrudge the price. And how many pairs of underwear do you buy in a year? Like, six?
Well, that's an interesting question. How
I
many
don't know.
pairs of underwear do you have?
Well, I have two pack. I have these two packs.
So
I got them
six
in
of the
like
Lululemon.
June,
Yeah.
and I've been. I mean, you wash them every time.
Yep.
What we're in mid-December now. I still have those six, and they're incredible. They're like new.
Okay, great.
So
Yeah. I can't
I
wait.
run with them. I walk with them. I play concerts with them.
Mm, wow.
So
I'm taking a look at this it's one that's called the Always in Motion Brief with Fly. I don't
mm.
think I would look like this guy for several reasons. All right. Well, that's just another tab I have open on my computer for things that I want now.
Totally, dude. They're great. Really.
Can I stay in the clothes
Yep.
area?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I buy running shoes twice a year.
Yep.
It's always fun. June, July time, and then right before Christmas. When in June, um, with Jessica, we went to our favorite running store, Run Flagstaff in town, and bought the shoes that I always buy, my Ghosts.
Yep.
And then the guy, in a really savvy salesman move, I should say, said, "Okay, and what
Mm-hmm.
about your other shoes?"
Oh.
And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Well, your second pair.
Uh-huh.
Runners have two pairs of shoes."
Yeah.
And I could tell you're a runner. Very, very good salesman. He knew
Wow.
just the right buttons to push.
You're
So they
like,
said, "How
oh,
much?" Yeah, I was like, "Oh, he can see I'm a runner." He asked, "How often do I run?" And so
yep.
I mean, like 15, 20 miles a week, and I walk 10 miles a week also. And he's like, "Okay, you need two pairs of shoes. One needs to rest." I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if this is true,
The
but it's
foam.
what the guy told me. Does the yeah, the foam needs to recover.
Yep.
So I took a big step this year and I went Hoka.
Oh, dude, those look so freaking cool. Wow. I love
So
it.
I'm sticking. This is like the oat milk, not milk thing. I still
Yep.
love my Ghosts,
Yep.
but I mean, look at the size of that.
That's huge. That adds 2 inches.
This Tom Cruise style. I'm running
Uh-huh.
around tall.
Yep.
Not only am I running like Tom Cruise does, I look way taller than I am like Tom Cruise.
Yep.
It is.
And then yeah.
It's like a cloud,
Wow.
bro.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Great long distance. It's the Clifton Hoka Clifton 8 with a lot of little numbers here. I don't even know what they mean on the sole. Um, so comfortable. I mean, I'm going to Disneyland in 3 days from this recording. I'm going to wear these because they are the most comfortable shoe. Gomers tip: if you go to Disneyland or Disney World, wear your most comfortable shoe. We've talked about this right before. You
Yep.
don't have to care how you look at Disney.
Yep. That's so good.
Um,
Wow.
so I alternate between this and the Ghost, and it has, I think, really helped my feet and legs.
Okay.
What I'm trying to figure out is it the Hoka or is it the alternate thing that's helping my
Uh-huh.
feet and legs feel so much better? Um,
Yeah.
I think it's probably both, but it took a little bit of getting used to. You can see how it is like it's almost
Yeah.
like a curved
Uh-huh.
sole.
I see that.
Um, and then my favorite thing about it is this little lip on the
Yeah, dude,
heel
that
that comes
rules.
out so that
Yep.
I can slip on and off without ruining the
Yeah.
heel.
Dude, that rules. Oh man, I want a pair of Hokas now.
Do it, dude. They're
Yeah, those
incredible.
look so good.
And I think I mentioned this before. Flagstaff is like a Hoka town. A lot of the Olympians here are sponsored by them and long
Yep.
distance running. So I also feel like I fit in a little bit more with the Hoka.
Nice. Yeah, they're like Brooks is so last year, man. Even though we freaking love Brooks,
Oh yeah.
I still love my Brooks. No, here's
Yes.
something I was wondering, dude. So
Mm-hmm.
like, cause I wear my Birkenstocks like they're just like I wish. So actually, so I got those inserts the last time I was at our running store,
Right. Yeah,
and
I
that has
remember.
really helped that like arch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so Birkenstocks are the only other shoes other than my Brooks with the insert that
Yeah.
feel great. That felt great with my plantar fasciitis.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so dude, I actually so this might maybe this will be a preview for next year. I
Okay.
ordered some Birkenstock boots.
Okay. Wow, I'm curious about those.
And so it's supposed to have the like the Birkenstock feel.
Right.
You know, it's got the cork bottom. They're water resistant at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then they actually have that like, you know, like the way a Birkenstock, uh, just fits in your arch is
It's
there's
like
no other
shaped to
shoe.
your foot for some
Yeah, like
reason.
why aren't all shoes like that, dude?
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at
I'll let
these.
you
They look
know.
cool.
Yeah.
A Birkenstock boot. Okay. Make sure a year later after this recording, we remember to talk about that.
Okay. I'll remember. They're
Okay.
like kind of like worker boots.
Yep. That's what they look like.
Um, so we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, they look great for hiking. Well, I
Mm,
wonder if you would use them to hike or if are these like a stylish boot that you would
think
wear?
they were sort of stylish. I don't know, man. I don't want to be super dumb.
It's not
Like,
super dumb. What are you talking about? This isn't super dumb.
is
Looks
it the
great.
what is it what's the name of it?
I'm seeing quite a few names.
Okay,
Jackson New Book, leather dark brown. That looks cool. Then there's a Martin, not
which
Doc
one's the
Martin, but
Martin?
Marton oiled leather
That's
black
it.
lace up shoes. Those look great. And
I think
actually, you know what? They look like a pair of boots that Anthony Georgeson would wear for sure.
yes, sort of like Red Wing ish.
Yep, definitely.
So
All
we'll
right. I
see.
can't wait to hear the update next year on Gomer's favorite things.
1 year from now.
Yep. Can I know this is an evergreen and I mention it every year.
Yep.
But dude, I've got 20 days left on the 5 year.
Yep.
Still, I
Yeah.
hold to this one of the best Christmas presents I've ever gotten from you
Wow.
and ever from anyone because of the amount of change it's enacted in my life.
So
5 year
true.
journal. I can see back to the past 5 years. My main question now is now what do I do now that this 5 year journal is full? Obviously, I'm going to start another one, but the point of the 5 year journal is so you can see every day what
I
your life
know.
is.
Yep.
And so, do I carry them both with me?
I know. And what color is the question? Stick
Yeah,
with gray?
I think so.
Okay.
I think stick with gray. And so then I have a line someday at the end of my life on my deathbed. I can point to the shelves, my legacy. And they're
The
all
book.
gray.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I'm
You
glad
can
you
read
reminded me
about
of
what I
that.
had for breakfast that one day in 2019.
Dude, that's one of the best finds. I'm
Yep.
so happy about that. I'm getting to the end of year 4.
Mm-hmm.
Um and yeah, that's been a life giver, like
Absolutely
massively.
wonderful. Yep.
Yep.
So I know I even listened back last year. I mentioned it, but I had to talk about it if it's the last the last 10, 20 pages of my first.
Yep.
And it's really changed my life. So thank you, dude, for giving that to me.
Cool. Of course, dude. Okay, I have just one more thing.
Okay.
I mentioned this last year. Audible
Oh yeah.
remains
Mm-hmm.
like top Audible and books. So, dude, no joke. I was gonna put on my Gomer's favorite things, just finishing things.
Oh, love it.
And I wasn't able to say that because it's still something that I want to be like good at.
Sure.
Um, I heard this David Brooks line, dude, and I've been meaning to
Mm-hmm.
talk to you about forever, which
Okay.
is he was like in his writing trying to write himself into a better life.
Huh.
And I'm
Wow.
like, that is what the podcast is like so much. Like trying to
Huh.
podcast your way into a better life, like saying things that you want to be true,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then wishing them into being, and then like sometimes they come to fruition, sometimes they don't.
Right.
So like I have a bunch of things that I wanted to be my favorite things, but they're not yet. And I think that's part of
Mm,
what even the one words are about is
definitely.
like
I agree.
um, naming it and then trying to live into it. And so
Like the
dude,
Birkenstock boots. Case in point.
totally buying
I
those.
want that to
Oh,
be.
I want them to help my feet. Okay. But anyways, dude, I read and or listened to more books than new movies this year. Like
Wow.
the most books I've ever read or listened to, which you said counts as read.
Yep. It
Um,
does.
and I just wanted to name a couple faves.
Please. I can't
Is
wait
that
for
okay?
this.
Okay,
Yes.
so spiritual favorite
Yep.
book of the year
Mm-hmm.
um, is it's either Emotionally Healthy Discipleship or Emotional Healthy Spirituality by Pete Scazzaro.
Yep.
Um, I read obviously a bunch of spiritual books this year,
Mm-hmm.
but that remains like Ruthless Elimination of Hurry from like 3 years ago as one that just frames
Yep.
the. I mean, it's not a book you just read straight through. It is like a reference book.
Right.
Um, but
Emotionally healthy discipleship I've used with my staff team.
okay,
It's good. I love that book.
I
Yep.
mean, he babysat you and Julie, right? He and his wife, right? When you
W-
were little kids,
No, he's not one of our babysitters, but he's a family friend. Yeah.
or a family. Okay, I thought there was
Yep.
something from back in the New York days.
I mean, it's
Uh,
it's appropriate to ask about that because we did have some interesting babysitters for sure.
well, okay, yeah, I or maybe just Julie. Somebody told
Julie
maybe
might Julie might know something I don't know, but I don't think Pete Scazzaro babysat us. I could be wrong.
Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. Uh, then I loved for a biography, A Burning in My Bones, the biography of Eugene Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know. It like I don't read biographies. I
Yeah.
recommended this to you, and you were like, "That doesn't sound like a biography." Like you wanted to read a biography right then.
Right. I wasn't in a biography mood, I think.
Right.
Yep.
And following a life that was as beautiful as his
Mm-hmm.
was super inspiring.
Yeah.
So I loved that. Talks about the long obedience in the same direction,
Yeah.
and he exemplifies that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then honorable mention for like kind of just a fun sci-fi novel or just novel, not really sci-fi, was The Wall,
Right. Yep. The Wall.
recommended
Yeah, I
by
like that a
Graylin.
lot. Yes. Thank you, Graylin. Great recommendation. Well, less recommended than I just took a screenshot of her story.
Oh,
Um, I don't think she recommended it to us personally, did she? We just saw it
no,
on her
no,
story and I was
no.
like,
She just put it
boom.
in her story.
Yep.
She was like, "This is the best book I've read so far this year,"
That's right. Yep.
and just loved it. The Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but maybe my favorite, just nonfiction. Sorry, fiction book.
Yeah.
We talked about it just a little while ago. Was Dark Matter by Blake Crouch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you finish that up?
I finished that.
Sweet.
Blew my mind, bro.
Yeah. That is a
Just
page
like,
turner, isn't it?
yeah, it's a page turner,
Mm-hmm.
and I just loved it. So, if you
Yep.
would you consider that sci-fi?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay, like I want that to be a movie so bad.
Yeah, I'm wondering why he doesn't get optioned that much for movies. I don't know if there's what's Blake Crouch, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know that any of his stuff has been made into movies. I might be wrong.
I don't know. It's just it's got Family Man vibes.
Yep, definitely.
So
Alternate life, alternate. Yeah, it's pretty great.
yeah, like just imagine you either are successful professionally or successfully with your family.
Yep.
And so it's like what's that's way boiling it down. But
Yeah.
like if you could choose one or the other, but
Mm-hmm.
those two are actual realities and you could meet the person
Yeah.
that was successful in the other and then you could I don't know, go
Yeah.
to war with each other. It's just so good.
It's yeah, it's one of those it's one of these books that I love and also makes me mad and jealous because it's such a great idea.
Oh man.
But that's what happens whenever I see a Pixar movie. So that's cool.
Right. Yeah, it was just a great idea and I think about it a lot.
Yep. Yeah. His new one this year I have not read yet, but it's been on my list. Upgrade, I think it's called.
Okay.
Um, that sounds awesome. So yeah, I really like him a lot.
Cool. This is me trying to be as cool as you, dude.
Then I'm glad you read a lot. I think you have to be as cool as me.
Read books. But I love
Yeah.
it, man.
Yep.
You've really inspired me with that. So thanks, man.
Sweet. Can I just name a book I loved this year?
Yep.
Um, it's called The Plot, and it's
Mm.
all about uh, it's a thriller about plagiarism.
Mm.
Somebody stealing somebody else's idea, and it is twisty and turny, and but just the payoff is huge. So The Plot, and it's a quick read. One of my favorite
Cool.
fiction books this year. Such fun.
Love it.
Um, can I do some movies? Is that okay? I don't know if you
Do
like
it.
this part or not. Okay, but I think the nation enjoys when I just run through my favorites from the year. Okay,
Yes.
favorite movies. Um, now last year I just listened to the last year's two, and the major problem with me listening to my favorite movies is the amount of movies that come out in the year after we record this.
Right. Totally.
So let me give an honorary mention to Spider-Man No Way Home, which I think is the best Marvel movie in Phase 4.
Okay.
Just hands down the most enjoyable Marvel. I think Marvel has lost its way in a lot of different arenas. They're trying to do multiverse stuff. Nowhere does it work as good as Spider-Man No Way Home. Do you care about this movie at all?
Nope. I mean, I'll
Okay.
probably watch it, but don't worry about it.
The fact that Tobey Maguire shows up in this movie,
Okay.
just and also what's his name? The other Spider-Man, for them to say, we embrace all Spider-Men and we are going to
Mm.
make that into this plot. It was so thrilling, so loud in the friggin' theater, so much fun. One of those experiences I wish I
Awesome.
could go back and
Love it.
experience again. So, that didn't make my list because so long ago. I can't even believe that it was within these 2 years. But two Spielberg
Yep.
movies came out this year that I loved: West Side Story, and then I just saw The Fablemans. Can someone please go and see The Fablemans? No one I know has seen The Fablemans. And it makes me so sad. I want to talk to somebody about The Fablemans. It has stuck with me. It's so special and weird and great. And it's about somebody asked me the other day, like, well, what it sounds boring. Would it be interesting if it wasn't about Steven Spielberg? And I was
Uh-huh.
like, that question makes no sense. It is about Steven Spielberg.
Sure. That's a yeah. That doesn't make sense.
And so every moment in this movie is like, oh, okay, that's why E.T. exists.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's why Indiana Jones exists.
Uh-huh.
It's not like that the whole way. He's telling stories in this movie he's never told before. And it's just like, I can't believe I'm able to see this.
Oh,
So,
that's so awesome.
and then the John Williams of it all is also incredible. So
Can't
Fablemans is
wait.
up there. I had a lot of other movies I loved. I loved Everything Everywhere All at Once. I really liked the Weird Al movie.
Oh
Weird.
yeah. Okay,
Um,
that's on our list to watch.
yep, really funny. You guys have a Roku TV, right? You can
Yep,
watch it
a
for free.
Roku.
Yep. I liked the Elvis movie a lot.
Oh yeah, we
Shockingly,
watched
I'm not
the
an Elvis
first
fan, but
half of that.
okay.
and then
Um,
stopped because we had to put the girls to bed. Like
the
we did one of
classic.
those date night things,
Yeah.
and like they watched a movie, we watched half of that, and then we're like, well, it's kind of getting late.
Yeah. I like the Elvis movie because it was directed by Baz Luhrmann, who's kind of a crazy person. And so it's not just a biopic. It's
Okay, yeah,
so stylish and
it's
cool.
super stylized. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Also, Tom Hanks is kind of a sleazeball.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Uh,
And that was
and
fun for me to watch.
yeah, for sure. Um, Also kind of makeupy and sort of gross though. I don't know.
He's hard to look at.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
does that make sense?
I did totally.
Yeah.
That was a plus for me in the movie. It was like
Okay.
when I heard it was Tom Hanks, I was like, I thought Elvis's manager was bad,
Right.
and he was, and Tom
Mm-hmm.
Hanks played him, and it was great.
Yep.
Um, so I like that. I think the highest grossing movie in the world is an Indian movie called RRR that's on
Hmm.
Netflix. Get ready for this. 4 hours long.
Whoa.
And I had a blast. Jack and I
Dang.
watched it, and it was a peak of our year.
Dang. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Cool.
Action movie, so original and fun, so strange compared to my American culturalism. Um,
Okay.
really fun. Um, I li- I liked Prey, which is they stole my idea for Terminator 3 and made it into a Predator movie instead. Have you heard of Prey?
Oh,
It's a Predator movie
no.
that happened 300 years ago.
Okay.
And so Predator comes to Native America and they have to figure out how to defeat him with
Dang.
no guns. So
With
I
what
was
they've
like,
got. Yeah.
this is my idea for Terminator 3. They should have gone back
Yep.
to the Old West and figured out how to kill him.
Right.
I also really loved that movie because it was set 300 years ago in the past and nobody said the word literally, which is I'm gonna release this in 2023, but it is too much.
Yep. It's all the time. It's literally all the time.
I mean, I was watching a movie called I can't remember what it was called, Uncharted,
Uh-huh.
starring Mark Wahlberg,
Mm-hmm.
and it's trying to be Indiana Jones, and he's standing in a Papa John's,
Yep. As
which, by the way, what is this, Walter
Walter
Mitty?
Mitty. Yep.
Right, playing the
Yep.
part of Walter Mitty. He's on the phone with Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, and he said, and I quote, "I'm literally in a Papa John's right now." And I literally, which I don't need to say, shut the movie off because there's no way to be figuratively in a Papa John's. It's not a figure of speech.
Right.
My head almost exploded. So pray because it was not in English and set 300 years ago. Nobody said literally, and it was like a breath of fresh air. My top movie of 2022 was Nope. There's no movie that made me feel like Nope did this year.
Yeah.
And I just I have not watched it again because I kind of feel like I want to just have that one experience with it.
Just that special moment. Okay.
A comedy horror movie that makes you think and surprises you in a full theater.
Dang.
It was just one of the top experiences of my year. So Nope is my top movie of 2022.
Man, love it, dude. Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So there they are, my top movies.
Well done, dude.
Thank you.
I
have a list. Can I just list TV real quick? Go ahead and
Yep,
say
I was
that.
just gonna say for TV, I really liked For All Mankind.
Yep.
That was probably my favorite show of the year.
Yep.
And of course, I watched the entire Breaking Bad series.
Right.
This year.
Something that the finale was 12 years ago. Yes. Now, I shouldn't talk because I'm watching Gilmore Girls for the first time.
Oh yeah.
When I bike on my stationary bike in the garage, I watch Gilmore Girls.
Okay.
Could
can I tell
two
you
shows be more different than that? You watched Breaking Bad and I watched Gilmore Girls.
Jeez, dude. That's
Yeah,
incredible though that you loved Nope and Gilmore Girls.
yeah.
You know,
I love them both.
like horror. It that I didn't see it. It looked so awesome. I'm really mad that I didn't see it.
You
Let me
can.
just mention
It's streaming on Peacock right now.
Peacock. Um, okay, a movie that was really excited about that was so dumb.
Yes,
Moonfall.
I saw Moonfall.
What did you think of Moonfall, dude?
Well, I was gonna ask you if you saw Moonfall. I mean, I thought it was absolute dump truck, garbage truck, the worst thing I've ever seen, and I also kind of liked it.
Okay, so I love these guys. They did Day After Tomorrow. They
Yep.
did
Independence Day.
yep, Roland Emmerich, right?
Yep, it's an Emmerich movie, and boy does it show.
Oh, it so shows. It
Yeah.
may have been past too dumb even for me.
Where do you put in the like compared to the core? It had the
Mm,
core vibes for me. Like, what
nope,
is
I
even
think
happening?
I like Core better.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can
Core,
agree, but
I don't know, maybe Core has aged a little bit differently for me. Like
mm-hmm.
part of me because Core is so dumb,
Yep.
I kind of like it.
And you saw it when you were younger. The
Yep.
Moonfall felt very thin to me.
Yeah. It
And also it's just like I wanted to see the moon actually hit the earth and crush everybody and everybody dies at the end. I'd like to see one of these movies where just everybody dies.
yep.
The moon
It
is falling. The moon is falling. Now, I
yep.
don't think it matters to people if we spoil this, but it's also a robot or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was like, "Wait, what?" And that gross like snake thing like comes and like kills them all and stuff.
Oh, I guess it's a spaceship, right?
Right. It's not a robot. Yeah, it's a constructed
Yeah,
object
right.
by like
Yeah.
an alien race.
And so the reason it doesn't hit the earth is because you can actually fly it away back to where it was.
Right. It was
That was
super
really
dumb, dude.
dumb.
It
Really
just
dumb.
it's just like it made me so appreciative for Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah, you pine for the days of day after tomorrow, those
Yeah.
wolves.
I love Day After Tomorrow, dude. So it just
Yeah,
wasn't as good as that.
right. Um, if you want to see an Emmerich recent movie that's good, you got to watch White House Down. That movie's good.
Oh, yep. Okay, I will watch that one.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
very
hoping
fun.
for Day After Tomorrow plus NASA and Moon stuff. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's Venn diagram for me.
There are some cool shuttle launches
There are.
in that
Yep.
movie.
I mean, they launch a space shuttle like underwater, like not literally. It like gets slapped by the sea.
Yeah, that part was like, I
And
know
like
how
the
dumb this is, but I kind of like this. I kind of
I
like
know.
that there's a big wave coming toward a shuttle. Nation, this happens in this movie. There is a giant tidal wave coming
Yeah.
toward a shuttle. I
Yeah.
think it covers the shuttle and the shuttle
Yep.
blasts out of the ocean.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That was actually pretty cool. But I mean like the one guy that has those movies always boil down to like one guy that's smarter than everybody that has
Right.
this crackpot theory. Same thing happens in 2012.
But you love that. This is what you love. You've told me this is
I
your
know.
favorite thing.
I know, but there were so many plot holes. Like, how did he actually, like,
Yeah.
his work was in the garbage, and then they like
Oh,
discovered
for
it,
sure.
and
Yeah.
they went to see this at the defamed astronaut Patrick Wilson, who I actually know his dad. John Wilson used to do our stuff for Florida Orchestra,
Oh,
and Patrick
can
Wilson
you
was
call
this.
him about Moonfall? Hey, what did you think
Yeah,
of Moonfall?
yeah, hey dude, cool dude.
Yeah, and then there's the one, and it's usually an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife that believes in
Yep,
you. That Halle Berry is in that movie,
yep,
looking, by the way, like she's 25 years old.
yeah,
What the
totally.
heck?
Yep, wow,
I was
yep,
like, that can't be Halle Berry because Halle Berry, I think, is like 50, 58 or something. She's 60.
wow.
I couldn't. That was the most stunning thing to me about that movie, not the shuttle blasting out of the ocean. It paled in comparison to Halle Berry.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that, we probably should close.
Yeah, dude. super fun.
Super fun. If people, Happy New Year, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Go to our link tree in our bio on Instagram if you want more Gomers. Rate, review, and subscribe, or follow us on. Give us a little Christmas present. Rate, review, and subscribe to us on whatever podcast app you're listening to right now. Jolly Christmas thank you to Davis for our music, Jason and Eric for our graphics, Adam, our webmaster, and Annie, our social guru. Subscribe to the bonus disc. Patreon.com/goom. What? Patreon.com/2gomers. We've been recording a long time.
Just make that your favorite thing. Smiling's my favorite, right?
Smiling's my favorite. 2gomers or patreon.com/2gomers is my favorite.
Yes. Sweet.
All right, dude. Ho 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 and great app.
Super fun, man. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. And we love you, nation.
Yeah, can you say like if we can have favorite things?
Yeah, okay. Yep, dude. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And remember, everybody, if we can have favorite things, you can too.
And happy running.
All right, let's stop that. 1, 2, 3, stop. Nice, dude.
Sweet.
I know you have a heart out, so you got to go.
Yep. All right. Thanks, bro. That was super fun.
Super fun. Send me that, and I'll send you the other one.
Great. Thank you. All right, dude. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. You playing anything big this weekend?
Nutcracker. And
fun.
Bizet Symphony Number 1 in C major, which he wrote at like 15 or 16 years old, dude.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great weekend.
Thanks, dude. You too.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye.